Hello folks, MKxJUMP here, and today we're going to be hopping into Angel Legion, and this week we've got an event that's giving us some armor. It's an armor set I've already managed to invest a little bit in, and if we can get it finished, it means we'll get a really powerful high-end armor set for our heroes. Now before we do that, let me tell you about Angel Legion. They're the sponsors of today's video and also the game we're going to be playing today. If you like what you see, go into the description. You can find a link to download this for free on the Google Play Store. If you're an Apple user, you can get the game for free there, and it's also available on Steam. Also in the description is a web link where you can enter codes to get free rewards for your account. So once you've already got yourself an Angel Legion account, go ahead and claim those rewards to get yourself some new items. So if that's stuff you're interested in and you want to give this game a try, please do, as all your support obviously goes back and helps the channel. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and play some Angel Legion and see if we can get ourselves a new armor set for our heroes. So as I said, this week is a event that's giving us armor, and the armor in question is the Sword Sovereign set. Now, the Sword Sovereign set I've already invested in quite heavily, but I do not have one of the final pieces. If you go ahead and take a look, if I can find where my Sword Sovereign set is, I actually have most of the stuff. So if I go to Deadly Shadow, as she's currently wearing some of these boots, you can see I have myself a necklace, a gloves, and 2 sets of the boots. So all I need is 1 armor piece to finish this off. With a full Sword Sovereign set, we get the best form of hit armor, and that improves your chance of hitting opponents. So really nice if we can go ahead and pull that off. So our goal today is to get a complete set of Sword Sovereign armor. Now to do that, we're going to need to pick up Sword Sovereign shards. Now if I go to the storage, I already have 15 of them, and that's going to be really helpful, because if you go ahead and look at this week's event, there are ways you can actually pick them up. So with our combat support that we normally have to do, there are bonuses that get us shards. So if I recharge 280 star dollars, I get 20. If I go further to that and get 498, I get another 20, and if I go up to 988, I get another 20 on top. So that means if I just recharge just under 1,000 star dollars, so if I get all that, that's going to take us up to 60. If you add the 15 I already have, that's 75 in total, so I need an additional 25. Well, good thing the Sword Sovereign adventure here is going to get me an additional 10 if I go ahead and complete 10 tasks this event. Now, we've passively done 6 of them just by engaging with the events this week. Of course, you pick up things passively by doing stuff in campaign, so that's beating warlords and that's beating arrested criminals, so all that stuff's happened naturally, space pirates as well, but we do need to focus on a few of these other things. So extra recruits, challenge simulated alpha, using commander items, doing expedition, things like that. We should be able to do this pretty easily today. And on top of that, if I want to, I can also buy this pack here. That's going to get me 15 Sword Sovereign shards, which will open up in total a piece of Sword Sovereign equipment. For that, I'm going to need star dollars. So it seems the theme of today is we are going to need to get some star dollars on this account. So if you look at this, we needed 988 to get that initial 60. So let's go ahead and cash that in on the account. So we'll go into here and let's buy some star dollars using the recharge feature. So after buying a $100 pack and a $500 pack, we've got ourselves well over 1,000 star dollars here. You also get bonus ones thrown in, which is why it's a little higher than 988, but that is not bad at all. So let's go ahead and claim all this stuff, as those shards are going to be super useful this week. We'll also be able to do stuff in the combat support a little later on, which we can use to, of course, claim some chests, which will get us hero copies, as that is what I normally go for nowadays. Now, the other stuff we need to do is we need to do some advanced recruit devices, and we need to recycle some B genes. So let's do that stuff straight up. Let's go to the recruit menu. I have 173. I just need to do 20 advanced recruit devices where I don't get an S tier all back to back. Yo, we did it in the first 20. That's actually frighteningly convenient, so we'll take that. So if I go into our combat support, that is going to be more rewards for us. I also need to go ahead and beat other commanders in arena, so I need to do this 4 times. So let's go into the arena. I don't think I'm going to beat people. A lot of people in the arena nowadays are really strong, as our server a few months back did merge with all the top players. So I'm fairly low down the arena now. I'm just barely in the top 100. So we'll fight a few people. Probably going to lose these. Oh, I won that one. That was actually pretty good. Huh. Very nice. So yeah, I'm currently 86th on the leaderboard. So I'll just fight anyone that's below that, just so we get those points for winning. So this guy here who's 96, I can beat them. We need to do that 2 more times. So let's go ahead and do that again. Is that same guy going to pop up? Yep, there you go, Mr. Rank 96. And the nice thing is, if you beat someone who's a lower rank than you, it doesn't push their rank down, so you can't just screw people over. All you do is rank swap in this arena, which is pretty cool, because it eventually gets to a point where everyone's nice and even, because you don't just magically farm lower people to be higher up the arena, like some people can do in other games, right? It's not an elo system, it's just a position system. That's us having done that, so let's go into the combat supplies and claim those rewards. And now we need to do extra recruits. Cool, 10 of these, and also simulated alphas. So if I just go to the simulated alpha, I'm not going to put in a crazy team for this. What I can do is, because the simulated alpha has an infinite number of tries, I'm not going to feel bad for wasting this. So I'm just going to do a quick fight here, just using my normal team. 16 million's not the best, but it's something. And there you go, we'll just quick claim this stuff through, back out of there, and there you go. That's a simulated alpha hit. And the last thing I need to do is extra recruits, I think, from that list of things we put together. Yep, there you go. So now let's also recycle some B tiers. That was the other thing it wanted. That's correct. Yep. So if we go to transform, B's there, quick select and recycle. That's a fair few coming out there. Let's see if that's going to satisfy our rewards here. So there's our B genes done. That's our recruits, simulated alpha. Now, how many things have we done here? 11 out of 10 tasks. Fantastic, which means I don't have to go through the tedious task of doing commander items and expedition, which we will do both of these things this week, of course, but it's just not something we need to do today because the rewards are already ours, and we have well over 4,000 combat supports. That is fantastic. So we're going to get ourselves one of these chests. We'll go for the rifle chest, because my team is mostly a rifle team, so that's really, really good. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and grab this package to get these sword sovereign shards. So there you go, we've gone ahead and bought that. That's going to lower our star dollar total, but it does mean I can go to the storage and I should have 100 sword sovereign shards. So we need to get the armor set, right? So there's a 1 in 4 chance I get that piece of armor that we need. So here we go. So I have too much equipment at the moment, so I can't currently pull that out. So what I'm going to have to do is just recycle some of our equipment here, just to create some space. So we'll go ahead, recycle that. I can also fuse up if I go ahead and get some greens. So if I actually use that one slot we've made to open 1 green, then go back to the cabin, we should be able to go ahead and fuse up those greens into a blue, which will then, yep, get us some more space. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and pull this out. If I get an armor piece, we are winning. Oh, let's go! Oh, first time. Bro, I can't believe that. That is insane. That is so lucky. That is a full set. Oh my word. That had a 1 in 4 chance. Oh my goodness me. That's crazy. Because what I would have had to have done then, if that didn't happen, was I was going to go ahead and buy this. A random piece of sword sovereign stuff. And that was going to cost me like $100 to pick that up. So I am so glad, because the cool thing is the recharging of the currency is just like buying starry gems and idle heroes. They don't have to be used this week. So, oh my goodness me, that's actually incredible. Oh, guys, yeah, I'm speechless. I was not expecting that at all. So now we need to put that all onto a hero who appreciates hit. Actually, looking at these, a lot of these are giving crit resist. This might be better suited to a different hero who's on the front line, just given how much I've high rolled crit resist. So I could put this onto Dark Shooter. That could actually be a really good call, because this master set I'm currently wearing, I'm pretty sure it's giving a lot of crit to Time Guardian, which is, yeah, so many of these pieces are, which is exactly how I focused on building her, just trying to maximize her crit from this armor here, so that's a ton of crit she gets. How much crit is she actually on in total? 87%, yeah, so Time Guardian's already heavily focused on that, and I'm pretty sure her talents are also heavily leaning towards crit as well. Yeah, so even in the formation, yeah, all is crit, so we'll leave that there then, which means actually Dark Shooter. Yep, you're going to get this. And she's got the master set as well. So this is good. This is correct. So with all that equipment added to her, we gain a ton of extra abilities, which is really, really nice. So she gets extra hit. And the main thing we need to do now is upgrade this so she gains all these benefits. So folks, let's go ahead and do that. The other thing she gets as well is she has a chance of causing silence for 1 round. At most on 1 target affected. So it's the person she hits, she has a chance to hit them with a CC effect, which is really, really helpful. So it gives her basic attack a chance to also have an additional CC. Also, Dark Shooter already has that. She can stun potentially with her basic attack. So it just gives us an additional chance to crowd control opponents, which is really, really nice. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and upgrade all this. So there we go, folks. We've made everything here level 15. We got a ton of extra physical defense and magic defense from this, a load of extra HP. And when we were lucky, we did manage to improve some of our smaller stats like attack, hit, damage boost, or crit resist, which is awesome, which means now we're at a total of 73% crit resist here on this Dark Shooter. And a lot of people say crit resist isn't that good, which means they are probably not understanding why we run this. So crit resistance is used on our frontline heroes because there are powerful heroes like Time Guardian or Deadly Shadow who, when they crit, they get an increased chance to crowd control our heroes. So crit resistance is functionally a control resistance. It protects us from enemies who, when they crit, can crowd control us, which can be really, really problematic for our lineups. Also, it naturally means you don't take as much damage, which is always a good thing. Now, you'll see here I'm out of triangle crystals, so I can't really go upgrading Dark Shooter any higher, but I'm still curious, how will this team fare if we send ourselves now into the battlefield? Will I be able to get further than I already am? Hopefully we will, now that we've got this fancy-pantsy armor. That should be really, really, really exciting. So that's something I want to check out. Before we do, though, I'm going to go check our equipment on our other heroes, because if I make sure we're equipped with good stuff on our side heroes, we will be getting ourselves a lot of beneficial stuff from that. Because what happens when you go ahead and make sure you've got good equipment on your heroes is ultimately you are giving yourself a ton of bonuses for your team, because the prey feature in this game gives you benefits if your heroes are wearing armor. So if I go into our heroes and I click on the palace, you'll see that all these bonus stats we get will be increased if I give our heroes better armor. So that's something really important that we're making sure we have here, because by giving the good armor to our heroes, we get better benefits. Now, anyway, let's go into the battlefield and put this team to the test. We have this elite fight here. We've got our heroes with their new equipment ready to go. Let's see how this plays out. Wish us the best of luck. I hope this is going to be really, really strong, as that will definitely be great for the team. So here we go. I'm going to go into auto mode just to see how this plays out. So we get a stun there, which is nice. Here comes Butterfly Girl. Great energy steal there, really nice. That's good. Energy feed there from Raging Angel. Okay, we got a stun there from our Time Guardian. Time Jumper coming down now with a big enough strike. Not getting a stun there, though, sadly. So now we go back to Dark Shooter. Dark Shooter not getting a crowd control effect. Oh, and we lost two of our frontline heroes. You can see the armor putting in work, though. We just took a ton of damage. Dark Shooter still alive. Very, very tanky hero, which is good. Unfortunately, we haven't got many stuns off here. Now, I wonder if Ares can get an execute on this hero on the end. Yes, we can, which means we're only down to 2 opponents, which is nice. And they're just doing basic attacks, which is a little... wow, it was enough to kill us? I thought that was only going to do a little bit of damage, but wow, yeah, this elite wave is really strong. Okay, right, we're going to have to fight that one in manual mode to get that beat. So we'll use the same team, but instead of it fighting automatically, I'm going to switch to manual mode so that I'm in control. So we're still going to do an active here on our Butterfly Girl. Okay, didn't steal energy that much. That's unfortunate, so that could be a problem. We will be taking an active skill from this opponent here. Yeah, which means we've lost our entire front row. So we're all about that energy steal from Butterfly Girl. If we don't get it early on, it means we're going to lose. So let's try again. Active skill here from Dark Shooter. We get that stun, of course. Now, Butterfly Girl, can you steal the energy? Please do. There you go. Perfect. Now we just take basic attacks and whoa, Butterfly Girl just about staying alive there. That was terrifying. We're going to take a couple basics now. Again, Raging Angel just about staying alive. Now, Time Guardian needs to get a triple stun here. We didn't stun at all, even though we crit. Yo, Time Guardian, what was that? That was really unfortunate. Really unlucky. We didn't get any crits there either. How much flipping resistance do these guys have? It's not even coming up. That's madness. Right, let's go ahead and get another stun here then. There's Dark Shooter putting that out there. And, oh, goodness, we can steal this energy here. Oh, only if we're lucky. Wow, okay. Yeah, we're dead. We lose the front line. This is really unfortunate. So we're left with Dark Shooter still on the front line, though. Still holding in. Time Guardian needs to get a stun here. Okay, that's good. That's a double stun. That's perfect. That means we send in Time Jumper, who's going to do a ton of damage. Oh, that definitely helps. That really, really helps. Okay. Right, they're fairly low HP, but they're not quite ready for an execute. So I'll skip Ares. Let's see if we can soften them up. I'm going to use the laser beam on this one in the middle. We know we can stun this one with the active skill from Dark Shooter. That's guaranteed. So they all skip a turn. Yep. So here comes Time Guardian, putting out a hit. Time Jumper doing the same thing. And, okay. I think Ares will be able to kill at least 2 of them. I don't know if we're going to get that one on the end here. Okay. That's still interesting. Still very interesting. I'll put up our UAV shield to tank the basic attack here. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. So we didn't actually take much damage there at all. That was really, really good. Right, let's go with just a basic then. Here comes Time Jumper. Again, putting out good hits. I'll use our laser beam. See if we can soften her up more. We might be able to get the kill here. Okay. Got our shield up. We're probably going to lose it now. Yep, shield's gone, so we will die. That's fine. I wonder if we can get a stun here. No, we can't, but come on, Time Jumper. Please, get the kill. That'll do it! Nice. So, folks, that there is a victory. Shout out to Dark Shooter, absolutely tanking the opponents there in those fights. That was really, really good. So, yeah, getting a loss there, that's okay. But, folks, we managed, of course, to make our team that little bit stronger. So, awesome that this week's been able to get us the Sword Sovereign armor. That's really going to help us out. It's going to improve our abilities on Dark Shooter. It's going to massively improve her hit as well. And it's one of these rarer armor pieces that are quite tricky to pick up. And getting a full matching set can be really hard because you do have to high roll all the pieces. So, the fact that I was able to do that is really, really, really lucky. The only other hero we have with the full set is Butterfly Girl right now, who's wearing the Eternal Night set, which is also really, really nice. So shout out to those two heroes with their upgrades. Of course, we've got other heroes like Time Guardian, Time Jumper. They're built really nicely too. And yeah, can't wait to make this team stronger. So if you like what you see here, if you enjoy the look of this game, go ahead, give it a try. This is Angel Legion. We've got a load of videos featuring this game. And hopefully, if you download it for free, give it a try. You can enjoy this game. Got lots of guides for newer players as well. So why not check those out too? Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, have a great week and happy island.